Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) on Monday threatened to drag the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC), Mr. Ola Olukoyede, to court over his allegation that lawyers not only enable corrupt practices to thrive in the country, but also aid illicit financial flows into offshore accounts. The EFCC boss had, in its speech he delivered at the opening of the 6th Annual Criminal Law Review Conference in Abuja, insisted that no mega financial fraud could be perfected without the input of lawyers. He stated that even as he called for an action to stop what he described as obscene legal fees that senior lawyers receive from political office holders without recourse to financial regulations. Meanwhile, reacting to the allegation, NBA, through its president, Mazi Afam Osigwe, berated the EFCC chairman for portraying members of the legal profession in a bad light. Osigwe, who spoke shortly after the legal body unveiled the logo and theme of its 2025 Annual General Conference, billed to hold in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, maintained that the EFCC boss lacked the evidence to support the allegation. He said, "We challenge the EFCC chairman to come up with empirical evidence, and if he cannot, he should never make such statement again." Besides, Osigwe urged anyone that has evidence against any lawyer to forward a petition to the Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee, saying the body has the capacity to weed out the bad eggs. We were talking about EFCC here quickly, Dumizo, and you were referring to the situation of sexual harassment and all of that, and reporting it to agencies that can handle it. And then we have that Economic and Financial Crime Commission, the agency EFCC that handles economic situations, having there has been alleged allegation on Nigerian Bar from EFCC to Nigerian Bar Association that lawyers take frauds into special offshore accounts. Do you believe in the situation? I don't know if you have an idea about it. What is your thoughts on this?
Well, I strongly hold the view that the EFCC chairman could have been speaking out of experience, and I do not think that it's just a fiction he came up with. It's a statement of facts, I believe, because they've been prosecuting a lot of persons, and they've seen how the efforts lawyers make, to be able to, deny people justice in this country. So I believe that he's not just making a mere statement. But the NBA president has the constitutional obligation to protect and, of course, proclaim the integrity of the body he leads. Everybody does that. Everybody will do that. If allegations come to EFCC, the EFCC chairman will come and say, look, EFCC is an organization with integrity. We give premium services and all of that. It's a strategy. Nobody would watch an organization under him or her be ridiculed or dragged to the mud. So whether it is true or not, you must put up a defense. And I think that's what the NBA president has just done, to put up a defense.
Okay.
But as part, if what the EFCC chairman is saying is true, or what he has said is true, I strongly believe it's true. Because he has interfaced with this, and they have plethora of cases, and that informs his opinion. But what I do not want is that the EFCC chairman just comes to talk. We should see some of these lawyers that are prosecuted already, and then they ensure that some of these lawyers go to jail.
Thank you very much. I'll hold your thoughts in that.
Yes, that's a more tangible thing to do.
So in as much as, yes, his allegations might be correct, that any of those lawyers that have been called to such action,
they have the power to prosecute
and prosecuted.
Yes.
Well, quickly for a minute, let me hear your thoughts about this, Mufasa.
Well, for me, the position of the EFCC chairman is illogical. For me, it defies common sense, because as a lawyer, you have a responsibility to your client. It doesn't matter the kind of job your client does. The system is configured in that manner. If I have a client, I'm a lawyer, and I have a client that is a drug dealer, I have a responsibility to represent that client and defend that client. If EFCC as an institution that's set up to combat crime and criminality, graft and all of that, you are supposed to have sufficient evidence that your lawyer will present before the court to be able to convict a suspect. But if you are expecting a lawyer that has been paid to defend that suspected criminal to lower his standard, just because you, as the EFCC chairman, thinks that person is a criminal, then you have not started.
So you're saying
that
now,
you don't even know your work.
as a lawyer, it's okay for you to defend a criminal.
Law, there's a difference between law and morality.
Okay.
If I'm a lawyer, if you are my client, I'm expected to defend you to the least cost.
Okay.
It is not, you don't bring in morality. That's why you say you don't mix morality with law. So when you have a case as an anti-graft agency, it is behoves on you to do your due diligence, gather enough evidence, and present it in court. You don't expect me as a lawyer to lower my standard and allow you to, it doesn't work that way. So for me, the position of the EFCC chairman is antagonistic to common sense, and it defies logic.
Thank you very much.